This is an activity to demonstrate the Williamson ether synthesis reaction, in which an alkyl halide is one of the reactant and sodium alkoxide is another reactant. Okay, both of this will give you an ether. So this bond between the alkyl halide and the halide will break, and the bond between the sodium and oxygen breaks. When these two are combining, we are getting an ether. This is the general formula of an ether. This is an example of Williamson ether synthesis, in which a methyl chloride reacts with sodium methoxide, which will give you a symmetrical ether of formula CH3OCH3, which can be demonstrated with where the bond breaks and all. The bond breaks between the halogen and the alkyl group, and the bond breaks between the sodium and the oxygen. So now when this byproduct is eliminated, you could see methoxymethane, which is a simple symmetrical ether. This is a second example for Williamson ether synthesis, in which we are going to prepare an unsymmetrical ether, CH2 CH3, arrow mark, just arrow mark alone. Okay, so now here the bond breaks between halogen and the alkyl group. The alkyl group comes off. Now the bond breaks between the oxygen and sodium. Now when you check it out, when you combine it, we are getting an unsymmetrical ether, which has methyl part in one side and ethyl part in other side, which is termed as methoxyethane. This is the third example for Williamson ether synthesis, in which alkyl halide reacts with an aryl oxide, sodium oxide, which is sodium phenoxide. The bond between the alkyl part and the halogen part breaks, and the bond between sodium and the oxygen breaks. When you take off the byproduct, you are getting an unsymmetrical ether, which is of this formula. Now we have done some 3 activities for Williamson ether synthesis reaction, and the general formula with the symmetrical ether, unsymmetrical ether. Thank you.